When gas drops a few cents a gallon, you might drive on by, but when it drops below $2, you better get in line.
We're at the Dailies location in Nippers Corner.
Few countdowns draw this much excitement.
This is fantastic.
The counter stopped at $1.84.
It was the same price we saw everywhere 3 years ago.
That's when the pump started for 150 lucky customers.
I was just riding by and I just seen all these cars and I seen $1.84, so I just stopped.
Local radio station 1510 WLAC and talk show host Steve Gill sponsored the price break.
You've got some folks that are coming out with their little red gas cans to make sure they get their full 15-gallon maximum at the $1.84 a gallon price.
But the Gas We Can promotion wasn't just for radio listeners.
Did you hear about it on the radio?
On television, actually.
Really? Good deal.
Customers lined up.
I'm supposed to be at work at 8 and I had to stop so I could get some gas.
Filled up. And cheered up.
Just makes you think about when you're a kid, you know, prices like this.
With cheaper gas that many feel will never be this low again.
You can see the chaos that $1.84 a gallon gasoline produces.
Heather Jensen, Nashville's News 2.
Economic alert now, and as the weather heats up, prices at the pump are cooling off.
Yeah, it seems to we always talk about when the gas prices are going up. So this morning we reversed that. We sent Heather Jensen out to the dailies at Edmondson Pike and Old Hickory Boulevard, where prices have come down. And when you look at the past few months, it is really incredible.
Neil, you're absolutely right. Normally when that thermostat goes up, so do gas prices because, of course, we get into that summer driving season. People hitting the road, taking their summer vacations. Right now, you can get cheap gas. In Hermitage and Old Hickory, we're talking about as low as $3.18 for a gallon of gas. Here at the dailies, it's $3.57. We mentioned a little bit earlier, they will be rolling back their prices. They're working on that now. I'll get to that in just a second. You'll have to wait for that. But remember, not too long ago, the experts were saying that we were going to hit $4, possibly even $5 a gallon this year, but much has changed. Ultimately, the price of crude oil has changed the outlook for 2012. Crude oil costs, keep in mind, those are the major factors in determining how high gas will go. And analysts now say gas prices may have reached their season peak at the end of March, a month earlier than they did last year. And check out what this means for our yearly averages. Here's a price summary of the price for a regular gallon of gas. These are national averages. In 2010, $2.78. Oh, we missed those days. In 2011, $3.53. In 2012, it is now at $3.71 a gallon. Again, remember, they were predicting $4 and $5 a gallon in some areas. And now in 2013, because they expect crude oil prices to stay relatively flat, they're predicting $3.67 on average for a gallon of regular. Again, that's the average for the whole year. And again, those are national prices. So we always get a little bit less than the national price, so that's something, a little bit something for us to look forward to. We've got a noisy traveler behind us, and that is because folks are lined up for the cheaper gas that's going to be happening here at the dailies at 7 o'clock. As we mentioned earlier, they're already starting to roll back their signs to read $1.84. That's down from $3.57 a gallon. They're going to roll them down to $1.84. That is courtesy of 1510 WLAC and Steve Gill. They have got a lot of crews out here working traffic, working the pumps. Again, the cheaper gas doesn't go on sale till 7, but folks are already lining up because the big announcement was made at 6 o'clock. So if you want cheaper gas, $1.84 a gallon, you got to come out here. We're at Old Hickory Boulevard and Edmondson Pike, the dailies, and again, all courtesy of WLAC. It's going to be a big promotion. You can expect a little bit of a traffic tie-up. Be prepared for that. In South Nashville, Heather Jensen, Nashville's News 2.
Get yourself a fan out there, Heather.
He's a loud talker.